Welcome to Timeless Terrors, your ultimate destination for horror and suspense. Step into a chilling world where nightmares breathe, the shadows whisper, and the unknown waits around every corner. Subscribe now if you dare, and join us as we explore what lurks beyond time and terror. Let's start our story. They call this place a sanctuary, a haven for the lost and broken. To the unsuspecting eye, it's just an abandoned asylum perched atop a desolate hill, its weathered facade a testament to forgotten dreams. But to those who seek refuge within its decaying walls, this forsaken edifice is hallowed ground, a place of healing, they whisper, a place of rebirth. She appeared when hope had all but withered, a woman draped in shadows, her voice a siren's call, eyes like bottomless pits. She spoke of a world consumed by chaos, of the madness that lurked in every mind, every soul. She offered something we'd long since abandoned: salvation. The air is heavy with the scent of antiseptic, sharp, clinical, almost intoxicating. We sit in rows, silent and still, as she paces before us, her words seeping into our minds like a slow-acting poison. Strapped to gurneys, wheeled down dark corridors, never to be seen again. They said they glimpsed clarity beyond the veil of madness, that the asylum wasn't just a building, but a gateway. The screams, muffled, desperate, like minds shattering into oblivion. Its windows, like hollow eyes, seem to follow my every move as I approach. The gravel path crunches beneath my feet, each step a reluctant march towards what I now know is anything but salvation. Flickering fluorescent lights cast sickly shadows along the corridors, their buzz a constant, maddening drone. Beyond this threshold lies a gathering of the desperate and deluded, all clinging to the false promise of healing. And at their center she waits, the shepherd of this flock of broken minds. I make my way towards the great hall, my footsteps echoing in the eerie silence, a chance to reclaim our sanity. At the far end, she stands upon a makeshift stage, her dark robes billowing around her like smoke. Her eyes find mine in an instant, and a chill runs down my spine. Now we gather in the asylum's great hall nightly, beneath a ceiling that weeps with decay, beneath windows that no longer keep out the howling wind. She whispers,
"You've seen beyond the veil, haven't you? You've glimpsed the truth. You are the chosen. Sanity demands sacrifice."
Some have already embraced her teachings. Overgrown weeds push through cracked concrete, nature reclaiming what man has abandoned. This is the moment of truth, the precipice between sanity and madness. I've seen the blood-stained robes, heard the agonized screams. I know the fate that awaits those who fully submit to her twisted doctrine. Some faces are familiar neighbors, friends, even family members I thought long lost. All wear the same vacant expression, eyes glazed with blind devotion. But this place is far from empty. I can feel the weight of unseen gazes pressing down upon me, watching, waiting. But I've witnessed what others overlook. Beneath the veneer of therapy and healing, something sinister lurks. They flank me, their grips firm on my arms. The smell of decay grows stronger with each step, mingling with something metallic and sickly sweet. I know that scent all too well. Blood. I don't resist as they lead me towards a side door, away from the watchful eyes of the congregation. In one fluid motion, I wrench free from their grasp, my elbow connecting solidly with the nearest orderly's solar plexus. He crumples with a wheeze as I spin, driving my knee into the second man's groin. I can't afford to. Freedom lies ahead, just beyond these cursed walls. Trays of gleaming instruments catch what little light filters through grimy windows. The asylum grounds stretch before me, a maze of overgrown paths and crumbling outbuildings. I will not become another lost soul, another victim of false promises and twisted faith. Somewhere beyond, past the perimeter fence, lies salvation. But even as I put distance between myself and that den of horrors, I know the fight is far from over. There are others still trapped within, others who need to be saved. And everywhere the unmistakable evidence of suffering restraints worn smooth by countless struggles, floors scrubbed clean, but forever marked. For now, though, I run. I run towards freedom, towards sanity, towards hope. My escorts pause, exchanging a glance before pushing them open. Alarms begin to blare, their shrill wail echoing through the asylum's halls. I run, my feet pounding against worn linoleum, my lungs burning as I gasp for air. Brothers and sisters, tonight we welcome another lost soul into our fold. Another mind to be cleansed, another spirit to be set free. Yesterday I discovered the patient files redacted, hidden in a locked cabinet, and I heard them. But there is only acceptance, only surrender. They still call it a sanctuary, but now I understand. This place doesn't cure you, it consumes you, and tonight it hungers for me. The asylum looms before me, a monolithic shadow against the twilight sky. It poisons your thoughts, corrupts your very being. But here, in this sacred place, we offer purification, we offer release. The iron gates creak open, inviting me into the courtyard. Inside, the air is thick with the stench of mold and despair. The double doors loom before me, and I pause, my hand hovering over the handle. I take a deep breath and push the doors open. The hall is packed, bodies pressed together in reverent silence. "Welcome, child," she croons, her voice carrying across the room. "You've come home at last." The crowd parts, creating a path for me. I walk forward, feeling the weight of countless stares. As I near the stage, she extends a pale hand towards me. I nod, my throat dry. "I have." A smile spreads across her face, cold and predatory. "Then you understand what must be done." She turns to address the crowd, her voice rising. A murmur of approval ripples through the assembly. I scan the faces, searching for any sign of doubt, any flicker of resistance. "The world outside these walls is sick," she continues, her words dripping with venom. Her gaze falls upon me once more. "Step forward, child. Embrace your destiny." I move closer, my heart pounding in my chest. But I also know that to resist openly is to invite swift and merciless retribution. So I play along, bowing my head in feigned submission. "I am ready," I lie, my voice barely above a whisper. She places a cold hand upon my shoulder, and I suppress a shudder. Then let the cleansing begin. Two figures emerge from the shadows, clad in white uniforms that might once have belonged to orderlies. The narrow hallway beyond is dimly lit, the walls lined with rusted medical equipment. We approach another set of doors, these marked with faded red crosses. The room beyond is a nightmare made real. Operating tables, their surfaces stained dark, stand in neat rows. "Your rebirth awaits," one of the orderlies intones, his voice devoid of emotion. I take a deep breath, steeling myself for what must come next. They collapse, gasping and stunned, as I bolt for the door. Behind me, I hear shouts and the thunder of pursuing footsteps, but I don't look back. I burst through a fire exit, the cool night air hitting me like a physical force. As I run, dodging grasping branches and leaping over debris, I make a silent vow. I will not let this place claim me. They call this place a sanctuary, but I know the truth. It's a prison for the mind, a slaughterhouse for the soul, and I refuse to be its next sacrifice. The night swallows me as I flee, the asylum silhouette growing smaller behind me. I will return, armed with the truth and the determination to expose this madness. They call this place a sanctuary, but I call it what it truly is, a nightmare that must be ended. And I will be the one to wake us all from this terrible dream.